the art space, and from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m., an activity for pre-K children ages 2 to 5. All galleries will be open, including the special exhibit Flamenco from Spain to the U.S. Saturday hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Appleton is located on East Silver Springs Boulevard in Ocala. For more information, visit appletonmuseum.org.
WOCA. Ocala.
Hey, you're listening to AM Ocala Live on WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. Good morning, everybody. Friday the 13th, March. It is Friday. TGIF, Martin?
TGIF.
I guess, right?
Yep.
Totally glad it's Friday. I can't wait for this day to be over.
If I'm here, it's Friday, I guess.
Yeah.
It does say March the 13th, though.
Yeah. The day's different on there.
My lucky number. So.
It is your lucky number?
I wore 13 in baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did too, actually, for a while there, because Omar Vizquel was my favorite baseball player at the time. Shortstop for the Cleveland Indians.
All right.
The guy was incredible. And then another kid had it in high school to where I ended up taking number 12.
Gotcha.
Which was Robbie Alomar? Yeah, second baseman. I think that was his number.
All right.
But, 12 and 13. Friday the 13th, as it is today, March. Beautiful weather out there. Oh, my goodness. This morning.
65 on my truck when I.
Yeah, so it's gotten up to 65 now. As the sun was coming up, it was still a little bit chilly, but it was a nice jacket weather, and it just felt good.
Yeah.
And now the sun's out, and we've got sunshine through the rest of the weekend with highs in the upper 80s, and that's just great. So get out there and sweat it out, I guess.
Do a lot of yard work because you're not going to be watching any sports.
That's right. As we know, we have Martin in on Fridays, Martin Suter, talk a little technology, but we thought at the same time, too, I've got a little somebody to talk and bounce some things off of in lieu of what we've been talking about amid the coronavirus, the COVID-19. That's been all about the news and everything else in lieu of canceling sports and all that stuff. Your thoughts or opinions on that, Martin? I don't know, buddy. I was going to say,
I was happy when NASCAR announced that they were going to run without a crowd, and golf yesterday was going to carry on, but no more crowds. And then, as of the news last night, nobody's doing anything. And I don't know. I mean, obviously, the bigger the crowd, the more chance you're going to have that somebody's got it in there, and then. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to spread, if they have it and somebody gets close, it's going to spread. So I guess it's a good thing. But we deal with the flus every year, and allegedly this one, it's the people that are not making it are folks like me, probably, and my wife, but, that, she just got out of the hospital with breathing problems,
Is that right?
At the week before Christmas. So she's always had, COPD, the chronic bronchitis, they called it, until the COPD came out. But
Right.
And so there's obvious, in my case, I'm kind of kidding. I usually, knock on rock, I feel pretty good, but you never know. So as far as I'm concerned, though, my wife is at risk if, I wouldn't take her to a big crowd right now. So
right. In the news too, I think yesterday it maybe impacted or hit home a little bit in lieu of actor Tom Hanks and his wife being diagnosed with it. As I think the biggest part of this is the symptoms, the lightness of the symptoms, shortness of breath, fever, body aches, and fatigue.
Right.
Which
happens to me all the time.
I was gonna say I work 3 jobs, partner. That's it's hard to say. That's not just something else as a product of working. But So, but nonetheless.
So again, the stuff I'm hearing is, like you said, it's really not that terrible. But it's affecting this particular flu is affecting the older people
Right.
with health problems. Apparently, the young people, they may be carrying it around, but they don't even feel it. They're
Right. And
which
that's
is the opposite of most of the flus, I guess. So.
Yeah. Which it's interesting too, because I know overall amid the COVID-19, there has still been some stuff, seasonal sickness going around. Nonetheless, last week my boy and Mama had a little stomach bug that they got. It was kind of like a 24-hour thing, but it was a little heavy.
Yeah.
And but they're okay now. But the symptoms of that came hella quick and were severe at the time, and then now have alleviated. So there was that going around and so forth. And I know somebody else weeks prior to that, their whole family had a string of flu-like symptoms that were more severity of like a stomach bug type thing or flu that constituted a lot of their symptoms and stuff, but had gotten over it. I think it's interesting. I almost wish they would talk a little bit more about, because it's reported here. I had these numbers up that there was over 70,000 that had been diagnosed with COVID-19 that actually had recovered.
Right.
And in concerns to, of course, age and autoimmune deficiencies or other health-related issues, that, of course, there's some stuff there. But so 70,000 recovered
in the
out
US?
of no, this is worldwide.
Worldwide, okay.
Because there's now almost 140,000 cases worldwide.
Right.
So, amidst that, this is an interesting little topic here too, as they listed the total cases by country. One of the callers had mentioned that the United States is even behind on the idea of the amount of testing that people are doing to see if they even have it.
Right.
Which I think they just said in the national news that more countries tenfold are getting people tested than we do per day or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Korea was doing 1,500 a day.
1,500 a day or something like that. Yeah.
But
15,000, I think it was a day.
15,000.
It's come down to where in the midst of the idea of Italy.
Right.
Italy diagnosed with 15,000 cases, and a percentage that's a little different there, considering the total deaths of up over 1,000.
Really? So out of 15,000, they got 1,000 deaths?
Yes. So 1 in 15 is likely to die who contracts the virus. Okay, that's
a bad number.
That's interesting.
It's been 2 to 3%.
Right.
Roughly.
So right there, that changes the conversation slightly amidst that. The next in line for the total amount of cases diagnosed is Iran, with 11,000. And then behind that, of course, South Korea, which is getting a lot of play. And that number is likely to change even more so here within the next hour, just depending upon, like we said, how much they're looking to test for COVID-19 in South Korea.
How many deaths they have in the Korea one?
Now in South Korea, they've posted a total of 71 deaths out of the almost 8,000 cases
that's like
diagnosed.
1%, less than 1% on that.
So I think the alarming thing is, too, for some people, is the idea of, when we're talking about the Italian numbers, is how I think the logistics of what's going on to deal with some of the people that have contracted the virus in lieu of the hospitals in itself. There was a Facebook post. I was talking with Galen about this. This is something that's it was worth just a little touch of the news because it had gone viral. What it was a woman living in Italy, a country on near total coronavirus lockdown, obviously. She wrote a Facebook to Americans that's gone viral. Quote, "I am writing you from Bergamo, Italy, at the heart of the coronavirus. And the news media in the U.S. has not totally captured the severity of what is happening. And I am writing this post because each of you today, not the government, not the school district, not the mayor, each individual citizen has the chance to take actions that will deter the Italian situation from becoming your own." And she pretty much says that two reasons have brought coronavirus with Italy to its knees. First, it's the flu, and it's devastating when people get really sick. They need weeks of ICU. And second, because of how fast and effectively it spreads, there is a 2-week incubation period, and many who have never shown symptoms. It says when Prime Minister Konote announced last night that the entire country, 60 million people, would be on lockdown, the line that struck me the most was, "There is no more time." To be clear, the national lockdown is a Hail Mary. What he means is that the numbers of contagion do not start to go down, the system, Italy, will collapse. And that's bold for a statement. And it's gone viral. I don't know if it's gone viral in the idea of fear or if it's something else, but I don't know nonetheless. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, again, I guess they're locked down. I don't quite understand how they could be locked down. However, they said something about stores, banks, and something else being open. So,
I don't know.
you know.
Anyhow, we got more conversation to run with it. If you'd like to chime in, give us a call, 622-9622. As you know, most things have been put on hold now, and that changes the direction of the weekend for everything. Give us a call, share your opinion, 622-9622. Martin Suter in the studio. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back right after this. WOCA, Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
But our flight doesn't leave for 5 hours.
Traffic could be bad, trying to find a parking spot, then the mile walk here could take a while.
From parking to boarding and everything in between, it's just better. Gainesville Regional Airport.
Well, hello there. Danny Boy here, and I've been suffering from some bad luck lately. I've been sick and weak, and I've even been falling, don't you know? But now I've got to look at the Irish. I'm choosing Palm Garden for my rehab. I may not find a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but I'm lucky to be getting my health back with a wee bit of help from Palm Garden, what gets me home fast. Really, really fast. Visit Palm Garden, located at the corner of Southwest 27th Avenue and 34th Street, right here in Ocala, don't you know?
Sunny and warm today, high 83 to 87. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, low 60. Tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, warm with more sunshine than clouds. High tomorrow, 85 to 88. High Sunday, 84 to 89. High Monday, 84 to 87. Tuesday, partly sunny and remaining warm. High 85 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Brian.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. And we've got a caller here. And good morning, WOCA. You're on the air.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, partner. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. Last week we were talking about lightning rods, and so I haven't done anything yet. I'm still kind of thinking about it, but in the meantime, I was convinced to put in what they call a whole house surge protection. It's out by it's out in the garage by the box, but it protects the whole house. Plus, I got all the TVs in the refrigerator have their own little surge protector in the plug. But I went ahead and got that whole house surge protection, so I think that might help a little bit.
Maybe. How big is that? How big is the full house?
How many joules? Did it say how many joules?
Oh, boy. Let me walk out to the garage here and take a quick look. Let's see here. It says Type 2 SPD, AC power protection, indoor-outdoor use. No, that's all. I don't have any more information than that.
Gotcha.
It's up on top here. It's CHSPTB Max, whatever that means.
Right, and so it's out by your fuse panel.
Yeah, it's right below the main box. Yeah, in the wall. It's about the size of a little portable radio, you know.
Right.
And it's got two little green lights that are on, and supposedly when it's done its job, the little lights go off and you have to replace it. That's what I was told.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. So did an electrician have to put that in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it was a little like about maybe $150.
Right.
Installed, something like that.
Gotcha.
And it was I suppose every place that uses these they have to have maybe a certain strength or certain size. But for this house, this was the one that he recommended. So I had to put in. It should help a little bit. A couple of years ago, I got my tree in the backyard got hit by lightning and it shot across the ground. And it took out 3 TV sets and a computer, and that was not even a close. I mean, it was a tree way in the backyard, but it was a close hit, but not. It didn't hit the house, but it just goes to show you what damage can be done with lightning, even at a distance.
Absolutely. I've had several. Last year, I had one for sure in Ocala Palms. That one lightning strike in it hit a palm tree, and I replaced at least 8 modems. Around that tree. So, you know, I mean, it's nothing to mess with.
I have an irrigation system, and what happened was it got in the ground and it traveled into the irrigation system, and it blew out the control box in the garage, and then it came in the house and took care of 3 TV sets and a computer. So, you know, it's like I said last week, with all the lightning you get down here as being the capital of the United States, you don't see hardly any of these lightning rods anymore. So I don't know. I still haven't made up my mind whether I want to put a rod up or not. But when I do, I'll let you know and see what happens.
Well,
I'll be attracting lightning with it. You know.
I was looking around last week, and there are definitely at least a couple of dozen houses in Ocala Palms that have lightning rods. So.
Yeah. Well, you know what happened out there? Probably somebody started it and it caught on. You know.
Right.
You know, my neighbors got it. I think I'll get it because and before you know it, a lot of people have it. But like where I am here in this site, I've never seen one on any house, you know, or any kind of a structure. So we'll see what happens. I would imagine it's not real costly to have it put in, but if it does what it's supposed to do, it's rather than losing TV sets and everything else, it's probably worth it.
It'll take out TV sets, doorbells, washers, dryers.
Yeah.
You know, it's not picky. You know.
I know my neighbor across the street got hit about 3 years ago, and it took out, like you say, refrigerators and washer, dryer. He had $30,000-$40,000 worth of damage. It was just almost a total house, you know, and the dang lightning did not hit the house either, but it hit a tree right next to the house, you know.
Yep.
It came right through it, so that's the way it goes.
The city of Ocala, as far as I know, they have you would call it a lightning arrestor, I guess, that at my house, I have an aerial power line coming in, and up by the mast, where the where the outside connects to the inside at the mast, there is a square box
Right.
up there that is supposed to be a lightning suppressor. Now, I don't know how good they work,
Yeah.
but I believe that the city of Ocala, anyway, puts them on all the houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you try to do what you think is right to protect your house and everything else, and so you do what you think is right, like putting the surge protector in and
Yep.
little surge plugs everywhere else in the house, and then maybe now getting these lightning rods. So we'll see what happens. If it's going to hit, it's going to hit. I would imagine if you got a direct hit, I don't think anything would really stop anything.
You're right. Even that device you got in there, if it's really a direct hit, it's
Yeah,
it's pretty bad. So
okay, well let's hope we get some rain here without any lightning.
that'd be good.
There you go.
That'd be good. We do need some rain.
Oh,
Yeah, they're calling for it.
Yeah, okay.
What looks like Monday.
Nice talking. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
You
guys.
too, you.
Nice talking. Bye.
All righty.
And they say for Monday, 20% chance, and then it should be a little bit higher on Tuesday. But yeah, we could use a little bit. Wipe away some of that pollen too. That's all over everything.
Well, we went to Bob Wine's a couple weeks ago, and so I've got I got a pretty big actually red navel.
Yeah.
And one of them firecracker bushes that's supposed to bring the hummingbirds and several things. And then, of course, day or two after we got it, they said it was going to be around frost and around freezing. So, I put them in the garage, and now they're sitting out by the porch. And, they need to go in the ground is what they need. But
Yeah.
But I'd like to have some rain,
Yeah, just a little bit, right? Just to help that out a little bit.
Yeah.
As I'm glad you mentioned Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. They yesterday they had we had Lori Williams talk a little bit about some of the stuff they got coming up for the weekend, and get out there if you get a chance to pick up some flowers. And say if you get to stay home a little bit this week with not much going on, like you said, a lot of landscaping or a lot of yard work this weekend, and why not by going out to one of our proud sponsors, Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, and they've got really good stuff out there to keep you informed on what to do with those plants and everything.
Yep.
We got another caller. Good morning, WOCA. You're on the air.
Hello.
Yeah, WOCA.
Oh, all right. Hi, Adam.
Morning.
City of Ocala had a program a few years back where they actually came out and it was a small surcharge to your electric bill where they installed a whole house surge protector.
Oh, yeah?
And, to make sure it was working, if you went out, you looked at where your meter is, you would see a little light, indicator light, saying it was still, I guess, doing its job.
Right.
I wonder if that would help at all with anything like a lightning strike.
Well,
And,
it would help a little bit, if it's not a close strike, it would help a little bit, but
I see.
there's not a whole lot that holds back lightning. It's just,
Right. Oh, yeah, direct hit, that's for sure.
I wish we could figure out a way to harness it, I guess,
Right.
But there's other things out there. I'll not forget I was out in, we were traveling from Arizona back to heading east, and we were up in New Mexico. We had a light, a natural effect called St. Elmo's light around the top of these tall pine trees.
St. Elmo's fire.
Which,
Yeah.
the people out there called lightning tractors or lightning rods.
Oh, really?
But it was amazing to see this, like a donut-shaped thing around the top of the tree, which was a form of lightning. And it really was amazing to see. But, I mean, nature, you can't beat nature, I don't think.
Nope.
But anyway, have a great weekend.
All right, you too. Thank you.
You too,
I
Peter.
know.
Well, thank you very much. As we come to the bottom of the 9:30 hour, bottom of the 9 o'clock hour, that went kind of quick, partner.
It did go kind of quick.
That's because I actually had somebody to talk to. We're going to come back, and again, we're going to keep that conversation open. 622-9622. Give us a call. Talk Radio, 96.3 FM, 1370
Everybody
AM.
wash your
Source.
hands and have a good weekend.
That's right. Thanks, Martin. You guys take care over there. WOCA, The Source, back after this.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. More people are being tested for coronavirus in some other countries every day than have been tested in the United States at all. Dr. Anthony Fauci with the National Institutes of Health tells Fox.
Going back, the situation was not optimal. It didn't function the way we'd like it to have functioned. But going forward right now, with the private sector involved, you're going to see a major escalation of capability of getting people tested when they want it.
Sophie Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's wife, has coronavirus.
She released a statement saying that while she's, quote, experiencing uncomfortable symptoms of the virus, she'll be back on her feet soon. The Prime Minister's office says he has no symptoms, but as a precautionary measure, he will be in isolation for 14 days.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. More than 1,600 cases of coronavirus are confirmed in the U.S. with 40 deaths. There could be a vote on a relief bill in Congress today. America's listening to Fox News.
America is a great big country.
Filled with all kinds of different people.
And we all count.
That's why the 2020 census
wants to make sure we're all counted.
Why is it so important?
Because the census helps inform how hundreds of billions of dollars will be spent each year for things like
new roads, health clinics,
even more school programs.
So make sure you're counted.
Because you count.
Shape your future. Start here. Complete the census at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
Happening across the nation right now. ADP is helping Party City stores streamline recruiting. Music houses like Squeaky Clean Studios are demoing tracks while ADP helps keep business on track. And ADP helps a small Mexican restaurant keep up with compliance demands. When ADP helps businesses achieve what they're working for, that's newsworthy. HR talent, time, benefits, and payroll. Informed by data and designed for people. Learn more at design.adp.com.
Ocala, you asked for it and it's back. Bob Wine's famous buy one, get one at half price deal on trees. Choose any large tree up to 6 feet tall for just $49.99. Then you get a second one just like it for half price. And here's a super tree buy. Get a big number 7 size magnolia, regularly $139 for just $99.99. You've got to see the dozens of tree deals to believe it. And how about this citrus tree special? Nice size citrus trees, oranges, lemons, limes, many more, as low as $59.99, and you get a free bag of fertilizer with your purchase. Don't forget those spring veggies, great selection, still just $3.49 for the Super 4-pack. Many, many, many buy one, get one free deals on other great spring growers, including plumbago, hydrangea, arborvitae, and many more. By all means, check the ad, then head on over to Bob Wines on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, in the same blooming place since 1952.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, March 21st. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion to connect buyers and sellers and to help local businesses reach shoppers online. On Ocala for Sale, you're just a click away from thousands of deals for real estate, rentals, cars, furniture, appliances, horses, pets, and more. Looking for a job? Our Help Wanted section is booming. Shopping the villages and beyond? Now you'll find great deals on villages for sale, as well as our new statewide classified, Florida for Sale. Log on today and post your free classified. You'll reach thousands of shoppers who check our listings every day. Are you a business looking to get a corner on the internet marketplace? USA for Sale can help you reach your target audience in Ocala, the villages, and statewide. There's no better place to reach shoppers than right where they shop. Let us show you how. Learn more by calling 352-629-1663 or visit us online at usaforsale.com.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
We are proud to announce the Conservative Watch Hour on WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM every Friday at 11 a.m. Hosted by Annie Marie Delgado, President of Trump Team 2020 Florida, and her co-host Ann Vandersteel with SteelTruth.com. We are serving a higher level of excellence, and we are the only program of this type in this market. Don't miss your weekly dose of conservative talk radio. WOCA 11 a.m. Fridays, 96.3 and 1370 a.m.
Well, the new year is upon us, and that means getting to those forgotten projects that you promised you would. So whether you're tackling a small honey-do list or building the Taj Mahal, Sunbelt Rentals will help you get the job done right with the right tools. From carpet cleaners to excavators, Sunbelt Rentals has what you need. So what are you waiting for? Get it done. Rent it now. From Sunbelt Rentals, located on Highway 27, just a half mile east of I-75, or visit sunbeltrentals.com. Get it done. Rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.